Sabalenka vs. Navarro, battle for the US Open final. Welcome to Tiebreak News. Today we have an unmissable coverage of the US Open semifinals, where second seed Aryna Sabalenka dazzled on the court, advancing to her fourth consecutive semifinal at this tournament. With Roger Federer watching closely from the stands, Sabalenka proved why she's a favorite, dominating Olympic champion Zheng Qinwen in an electrifying rematch. Plus, we'll dive into Sabalenka's next big challenge against Emma Navarro, which promises to be a clash of titans. Stay with us for all the details of this epic journey. Navarro denies Badosa at US Open to make her first Grand Slam final and top 10 debut. In front of her home crowd at the US Open, American Emma Navarro, the 13th seed, pulled off an exciting comeback to secure her first Grand Slam semifinal, defeating 26th seed Paula Badosa 6-2, 7-5. Navarro was trailing 5-1 in the second set, but managed to turn the situation around and secure an impressive win, solidifying her entry into the top 10 of the world rankings next week. Navarro, 23, has had a breakthrough year, climbing from a number 61 ranking last year to becoming one of the top 10 players in the world. Her success includes winning her first WTA Tour title in Hobart earlier this year, and now another significant milestone in her career by reaching the semifinals of a Grand Slam. The match against Badosa was a battle between two players who had previously reached the quarterfinals in major tournaments, but were both seeking to go further. Badosa, who made her first Grand Slam quarterfinal at Roland Garros 2021, took over 3 years to return to this stage. In contrast, Navarro, who reached the Wimbledon quarterfinals this year, continued her rise by making it to the semifinals at the US Open. The match was a replay of their previous encounter, where Badosa defeated Navarro in Rome last May. Navarro started by dominating the first set, while a nervous Badosa committed many errors. In the second set, Badosa seemed ready to level the match, opening a 5-1 lead. But Navarro surprised by regaining her form and winning 6 consecutive games, closing out the set and the match. Navarro explained that even when she was behind, she felt that Badosa wasn't confident in closing the set. This perception gave Navarro the determination needed to put pressure on her opponent, resulting in the impressive comeback that led to her victory. Navarro's variety of strokes was a highlight throughout the match, especially her forehand drop shots, which opened and closed the encounter. Navarro's ability to execute these decisive plays was crucial in securing her victory and preventing Badosa from making a comeback. Now Navarro is preparing to face Aryna Sabalenka in the semifinal. In the fourth round of Indian Wells, Navarro upset Sabalenka 6-3, 3-6, 6-2 for her first career win over a top 5 player, though Sabalenka avenged that loss 6-2, 6-3 in the same stage of Roland Garros. Regardless of the outcome, Navarro has already secured a place among the world's best, marking an unforgettable year in her career. As Federer looks on, Sabalenka advances to her fourth straight US Open semifinal. Aryna Sabalenka, the second seed, is in top form at the US Open, advancing to her fourth consecutive semifinal at the tournament. Watched by Roger Federer from the Arthur Ashe Stadium, Sabalenka defeated 7th seed Zheng Qinwen with a convincing 6-1, 6-2 scoreline, reaffirming her position as one of the most dominant players on the circuit. This victory marks yet another impressive chapter in Sabalenka's career, who now holds a 9-1 record in Grand Slam quarterfinals. Sabalenka is chasing her first US Open title, and this semifinal is further proof of her consistency. She is the first woman to reach 4 consecutive US Open semifinals since Serena Williams did so between 2011 and 2016. Sabalenka highlighted the importance of being considered one of the favorites, but emphasized that the real issue is how much she's willing to fight for the victory. Sabalenka's next challenge will be against Emma Navarro, who is in her first Grand Slam semifinal. The two players have faced each other before. Victories split between them. Sabalenka recognizes Navarro's talent and expects a tough match, both physically and mentally. Despite the straight-set victory in their last encounter, Sabalenka knows she must be at her best to secure a spot in the final. The match against Zheng was a replay of the Australian Open final, where Sabalenka also emerged victorious. This time, she needed just 73 minutes to defeat the Chinese Olympic champion. The victory was even more emphatic than in the previous final, demonstrating Sabalenka's dominance on hard courts. One of the key points to Sabalenka's success was her ability to save break points and convert her own opportunities. Break serve. Although Zheng delivered a solid performance with her first serve, Sabalenka dominated the second serve points and returns, giving her a decisive edge. With an impressive record in Grand Slam tournaments on hard courts, Sabalenka continues to stand out as one of the strongest players of her generation. Her victory over Zheng reinforces her position as a top contender for the US Open title, and she is determined to finally win the trophy she so desires. Now, with another semifinal ahead, Sabalenka is focused on continuing her journey and reaching the final for the second year in a row. The player is aware of the challenges that lie ahead, confident in her ability to overcome any obstacle to achieve her ultimate goal, the US Open title. Thanks for watching Tiebreak News. Sabalenka is closer than ever to her first US Open title, and you've followed all the action right here with us. If you enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Let's keep following Sabalenka's journey and all the excitement of this US Open together. See you next time, everyone.